TIFU by putting my head in a fishbowl before my daughter was born. There's not really much backstory apart from the fact that my daughter was a breech baby and wouldn't turn, due to various complications. We had opted for a planned C-section.
The whole thing in general was just really bizarre.
Like, you pick your kid's birthday just like that. Anyway, my wife and I tend to be goofy, fun-loving folk that's always up for a laugh. We do a lot of silly things together to make each other laugh. Though as with most men, I tend to meander into the dumber territory more often, as you will soon hear. On the day of the birth,
just as we were about to leave to the hospital, I picked up this fishbowl-style lampshade.
Looked something like this. We hadn't yet put up onto my head because we're boldly going where neither of us have gone before. I just saw it on my way to the door and didn't really think it through. So I immediately regretted this decision when my giant ears, my nose and hair, got down to my ass-length hair that was in a loose bun. Ended up blocking my head in this thing and I couldn't get it off. We tried for a bit, and my wife was understandably over it pretty quick because we were going to be late for our baby appointment.
So I made the executive decision to not make the situation any more stressful than it should have been.
Too late, and to just drive to the hospital with this on my head and hope that someone at the hospital might have some idea what I should do. As you can imagine, the car ride was a real mixed bag of emotions for us all. We arrive. I do the walk of shame into the maternity ward with this bubble on my head holding my wife's hand. And there's this older nurse who greeted us and I could see her dinner plate eyes just screaming, "What the fuck?" And my wife jokingly said, "Yep, I'm having his baby." To which literally all the midwives in the maternity ward that could see us walk up the corridor just start howling with laughter, and whoever was not visible poked their heads around the corner to see this fucking spectacle. My wife was then ushered into a room where they monitored the baby and her. A nurse, who was this massive,
buff tattooed dude,
by the way. So imagine that. Took me to another one of those inspection rooms and got the thing off with some sort of lube gel. Anyway, 4 hours later, we had a healthy baby and I got hazed by some of the older midwives. It was really good fun in the end. Wouldn't recommend, but it definitely beats any other birth story I've heard and broke the ice with most of the staff. TLDR.
I got a bowl-shaped lampshade stuck on my head and had to take my wife to the hospital to have our
baby whilst I had the bowl removed. P.S. For those of you wondering how I got it on in the first place, here's some handy-dandy instructions in case you want to give it a go. Get the bun in first. Then move downwards over the ears, the nose, and then push down until the ears get into the rim. The bun will smoosh up inside and move downwards a bit and voila! You're a jackass.
Can't stop laughing.
I know they say parenting can make you feel like a fish out of water, but come on. Voila, you're a jackass. Best part. I'm just imagining what it would be like to pull up to a red light,
look over,
and see you driving with a fishbowl on your head. OMG, I genuinely laughed out loud. Your wife's comment was priceless. So funny, your poor wife. You're going to be an urban legend in that ward forever now. I'm having the absolute worst day, but this just made me smile and cackle for the first time all day. Thank you, jackass.
The last line of the P.S.
should be stitched on a pillow and given to all of my friends for Christmas.
Viola.
You're a jackass. This just made my day. Tears of joy, tears of joy, tears of joy, tears of joy.
The instructions at the end. At first I thought you were telling me to get a woman pregnant as a competent necessary step to get
a lampshade stuck on my head. Put the bun in first, that was better than the story tbh tears of joy. I'm having a shit day and that just gave me a much needed giggle, thanks. Well, if it was during COVID that would have provided excellent protection. Wow, this honestly just made my day. Funniest thing I've seen all week. This is why I love Reddit accidents! Exclamation mark. Hooray, hooray, hooray. Biggest laugh I've had for ages, thank you X. OMG, this is too funny. Also, can gain my hubby doing the same, but wow, that is super funny. You bowled me over laughing at this one. Brilliant story. I'd love to see the hospital CCTV of you walking in. Please tell us you will be getting newborn photos with the fishbowl involved somehow. Thanks for the laugh. I really wish you had snapped pictures to share with your child when you're ready to whip out the on the day of your birth stories. And for us, of course.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Ericast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.